Welcome to Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Bears will put total leather to crank us up. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots.
Makes the catch on the left. Nothing but green ahead. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. Looking for space. It's up. Got room at the 35. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry up. Trying to slam in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard of the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's McCord. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's running in the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little game, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's McCord. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Feeling some heat. Quarterback on the move, still looking.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's McCord. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 14-14.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Near the 3-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's McCord. Trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Now after the misfire, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Using his feet to buy time. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal. On to attempt the try.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's McCord. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
All wideouts, no backs. He's back to throw on second down. Makes the grab. It's Allen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Flushed out of the pocket. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Pena. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Catch in the middle. It's Allen.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. From the red zone, looking for a space. Starting to feel a little pressure. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's McCord. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is perfect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling them.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to throw, it's McCord. Steps away to find some room. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
number 41, set to advance on the football.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. On the move, it's Obz. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Safe completion on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And the ball squirted out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for a man. It's McCord. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Yeah, executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback checking the play. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got out of trouble and throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out quickly. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Dances away to buy time. He fires it out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Into the house. Touchdown, Cal! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quick completion on the out, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break. Catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to throw, it's McCord. He's got it. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Syracuse right back at it.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops to throw. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out in the air and sent it the other way. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Cal 35, Syracuse 25.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give from the gun. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll run it on first and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Quarterback will audible. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Syracuse right back at it.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Brings up second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's McCord. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Gadsden. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
on the play.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
With jet sweep pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Looking for the score. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here, Lee.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ott. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On the run, it's Ott. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air, it's McCord. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
To the air on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw. Release to the back. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
At the 33. Brings up 2nd down.
6th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
Forced out of the pocket. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese.